everyone, I hope that you are all doing well. So what I wanted to discuss today is money and security, what my experience has been with it, how I want to change my mindset, and why. Something that I've been wanting to do is go to a Frank Sinatra concert. He passed away, so we can't really go, but we're gonna pretend like we can. We're gonna use our imagination. Money and security. I grew up in Mexico, and when I was 10, I immigrated to the United States. I grew up with a single mom, and due to that, money really was always tight. I remember that there used to be kids that would receive like $20 every week as an allowance, but I never got that, which is fine. But yeah, I never had any sort of allowance or anything like that. We rented a room to someone in our home most of the time. We always lived sharing a room or stuff like that. We never really lived on our own because we really couldn't afford it. And also, if I ever wanted to have my own room, then I would have to pay rent for that room. So money really was always tight. And I am 29 years old now. And unfortunately, some of those negative feelings that I had towards money have carried on pretty much throughout my whole life. And I think that having struggled at a very young age really did help me understand how important money is and what my responsibility is when it comes to money. Because from my experience, if you messed up, if you forgot to pay something, if the bank withdrew and there wasn't enough money, then it would be more expensive to not have money, because then you would be paying for all of your overdraft fees. And so I always grew up thinking that money was very limited. Although at 29 years old, things have changed a lot. And, I have a very good paying job. I own a home and I live below my means. I still see and notice that my feelings towards money really have remained the same. When it comes to spending, I've always had a very hard time doing it. I am very cautious when it comes to reoccurring charges. If there's a service that is not absolutely necessary, then I don't really get it. And I also think I suffer a lot of guilt when I do make expenses, even if whatever expenses are not going to, break the bank or cause me to not pay my bills or whatever. So for example, if I happen to go get groceries and I really want to buy organic produce, once I'm done with my shopping, I just feel so guilty to have spent money. I really want to stop that, because there is no reason for me to feel guilty, and there are many things that I know will help my happiness. Money does not bring you happiness, but it helps. So for example, I'm an adult now, so unfortunately there really aren't free classes of things, or maybe I haven't been able to find them. But I always loved choir, and if it's something that's going to bring me happiness and that's going to make my life more fulfilling and less boring, then why not invest in choir classes? And I always wanted to dance, and I think dancing is so romantic, and I think it would bring me a lot of joy to embrace my feminine energy and go dance and healthy and fit, but I've always hesitated because I'm like, oh no, that's just too much money. But it's like, well, this is actually, this has a purpose. Although I just feel like I have saved enough in order to feel comfortable. And now it's just time for me to invest my money and my happiness and stop thinking like money is gonna run out. Because that is definitely how I feel. So a couple of the things that I want to change is when I go shopping or something like this, for example, food. Completely understand that the food that I'm choosing is the highest quality that I can afford, and be grateful that the money that I have is allowing me to purchase this food, rather than feeling guilty. Because feeling guilty, bro, I feel like I just feel guilty all the time, and it's so exhausting, and I'm just done. I think this links to self-trust, because I am working on trusting in myself, because no matter what has happened, I have made it okay. I have made it out good. I've made it out alive, and I want to stop living in a mentality that there isn't enough and that I need to hold on to every dollar as much as I can because something bad is gonna happen. Because I always think about that too. I'm like, you have to be ready if something bad happens. But it's like, dude, as long as your expenses are met, and as long as you have a pretty good amount of money in your savings, then why are you feeling so guilty all the time? Let me do my eyeliner. Another thing that I want to start investing my money on is going to shows or going to live entertainment. Last week I went to a circus. It was like a paranormal circus, dark, gothic kind of circus, and it was so awesome. And honestly, every time that I've gone to go see live entertainment, live performances, dude, it just makes me feel so alive. And honestly, I just feel like that's what I need in my life. When you are a teenager and you're going to school, there are many clubs that schools offer, and you either take them or you don't. But I feel like as an adult, you have to really go look for those clubs. And unfortunately, a lot of those clubs charge, but if it really brings joy to you, then it's worth it. And I had never allowed myself that kind of luxury. So that's what I'm excited about, honestly. I would like to take some self-defense courses. I talked to someone who teaches them, and it's kind of like karate style. So I'm excited to try that. I want to find dancing classes, belly dancing classes, and I'm finally getting a personal trainer for the gym, because this whole time I've been doing things on my own, and I think I have a good form, but I think I actually really do need someone to push me. Unfortunately, I know I'm no longer gonna be able to use the gym to just relax. But maybe if I use the gym with trainer and I get the most that I can from it, then I'll have so much more time to go pursue other things like dancing. Maybe I wouldn't need to have such an intense workout from dancing if I'm really focusing on the time that I'm at the gym. I'm excited, you guys. Honestly, I'm excited to look at things a different way. So I hope that, that. Maybe you guys consider it. I don't know. Do you struggle with the mentality of not having enough? What have you done? How have you changed your mindset? I'm just excited to approach this a different way. But yes. Alright guys, well I hope that you guys had a good time. I hope that some of this has resonated with you guys. And I will see you guys later.